everybody? Welcome to a new video, new vibes on my YouTube channel. You're always welcome to my channel. My name is Keionna, for those of you who don't know. And as always, please make sure you guys are signed into YouTube to subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell to join the notification crew. And sprinkle some love on that like button to better help this channel grow if you like this video. For our February book club pick, we wrapped up reading Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. And this was sort of an interesting experience for me because I feel like we were all sort of supposed to collectively like the Legendborn cycle. And it was just like one of those books that was an automatic 5 stars because it's that good of a contribution to Black literature. But now, after doing my own analysis and doing some other research within the book community, now I see why most of you guys were silent when I talked about this book on Twitter, but we'll talk about that later in this video. The Legendborn cycle is an Arthurian novel that is set in modern-day North Carolina and has an academia backdrop. The main character, Bree, attends UNC and she is caught in the crossfires between discovering that there is magic on the campus and also human-eating demons. As tensions flare on the campus, Bree decides to infiltrate one of the secret societies on the campus as a page to the heir of King Arthur. She seeks to uncover the mysterious encounters that she's been having, along with any information that she can dig up on her mother's strange passing. She finds that her mother was a member of one of the secret societies at that school. There are many characters that are of English descent and are descendants of King Arthur, and there is this contrast of the Black Southern backdrop. The whole academia aspect made for a really exciting read, and I think that it was a great idea on behalf of the author as well as the Black Southern atmosphere. I love books with that type of atmosphere. There is a war brewing between the real world realm and the realm of the demons, and also this rebellion that's been brewing. There are realms and portals and bloodlines and lineages that all make up the plot. It's like a cross between fantasy and Black girl magic. And also, hear me out, this might be a little bit of a reach or a stretch, but it's almost like a cross between the Shadow and Bone series and Lovecraft Country. If there's any world that I thought was really good and that I really liked, it is the Grisha world, and this world was also pretty good. In the beginning when I was reading this book, I just kept saying to myself the whole time, I'm like, this is so good, like this is just, I really enjoyed it. I went into this series with no expectations, and so therefore I really did enjoy reading it. Like, I really did. But after doing some research, I did find that there were some hangups that I did have while I was reading this book that I do feel like I have to be honest with myself about, as well as my viewers. In the very beginning, I felt like I was really gonna like Bree. She seemed really intelligent, and although she also seemed a little bit naive, I still felt like I was really gonna like her. And her on this cover is so captivating. This cover is so pretty. I sort of felt like Bree's character could have been worked out a lot better. She is not one of my favorite main characters ever. So Bree discovers her magic in this first book. Hang up number 1 for me is the initial love interest I thought was Selwyn and not Nick. And that is such, like, that is not a good sign at all. Someone said that they feel like this book targets white gaze, and I can't say that I don't agree. Like, for one, Bree she sort of straddled the spectrum between lesbian and straight. I can see how this book would frustrate some people because Bree did tend to overextend herself a lot to Nick and Sel, even though both of them have tried to hurt her in some way, shape, or form, whether it was intentional or not. Bree is so forgiving and so willing to serve both of these characters who are not Black, and that is just a little bit suspect to me. And the Blackness is somewhat decentralized in this story. For instance, Bree getting blamed for being at the same fraternity party that her best friend Alice was at because she's black. But Bree is the one who is labeled as somebody who is unserious about school and a troublemaker. Bree basically was controlled the entire story, and she was never really able to really use her own voice. Like, she didn't really have a voice. There weren't any black male figures in this story other than her father, and we don't hear from him ever again after book 1. I feel like the narrative feels a little bit forced and is inorganic because this book takes place on a college campus, and we only hear about Bree attending class maybe like 2 times in the first book, and then after that she just completely stops going to school and she joins the Legendborn. And so it's sort of like she's putting her education to the side to join Legendborn so as to make it more important than her education, which I feel like was a disappointment and a letdown to me. But also, that would totally disappoint her father in this story. Her father would have pulled her from the college if he knew that she wasn't going to class. I would have loved to see this book create more of that academia atmosphere with like more books and literature and reading and researching. All in all, I do think that it has a great balance between the world building and the magic system. This is a world that the magic system I actually really enjoyed reading, so I'm glad that it at least had a sequel. I would love to see this world make more of an impact with more black characters that are not silenced or discarded or killed off after they make an appearance. I feel like that is truly the justice that this story deserves. I immediately wanted to jump into Bloodmarked after I read Legendborn because it was decent enough for me to feel like Bloodmarked would be really good, but I did actually really like it personally. I think it is an acquired taste. Definitely an acquired taste. Thank you so much for watching our discussion for Legendborn and our February book club pick. If you watch this video to the very end, you're a real one. Leave me a white heart emoji in the comment section down below to let me know that you guys are here. And I will see you guys in our next book club video. We're going to be discussing Bloodmarked. So I'll see you guys in that video right here. Until next time. Bye.